Okay, so I guess we're recording now. Yes, we are. So I want to thank you guys all for coming. Tonight is February 8th, 2017. I'm Michelle Weinstein, and we are going to be talking tonight about how to make the most of the rest of February, since it's only February 8th. First, I want to ask you guys a question. Wasn't that the best product reveal the other night? Wasn't that? Didn't you just love the products? Don't you want, well, I was going to say, don't you want to have them all, but are you guys excited about going out and showing these to your hosts and customers and booking some parties for March?
Yes.
What was your favorite product? Someone just shouted out.
The thing that turns the rock into a
Slow cooker. Yes, that's my favorite product for selling to past, hosts and guests and people who have rocks. I have two slow cookers. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, this is going to be wonderful for my rock people. You know what I was most excited about? The egg cooker. I can't wait to little mug cakes in that. Oh, and Pam said
hers is the indoor
grill. So there's a lot of good reasons to get excited about the new spring products. And I know you're all excited to go out and start talking about them and selling them. But wait, before you do, stop and think. How many parties are on your February calendar? You don't have to answer. You just have to kind of think to yourself, how many parties are on your February calendar? And how many parties do you want to be on your February calendar? Okay, so I want you guys to kind of write that out and give it some thought. So most of us, myself included, probably have room for more? 5 parties on your February calendar? All right, so you want to make sure that your February is booked before you start talking about March. As excited as we are about booking March, we want to be talking and filling up February 1st. Don't skip over February. It's only February 8th. You have plenty of time to add a couple of shows to your calendar. And from there, you'll be booking your March shows. Doesn't that make sense? Because you'll be talking about the new spring products at your February shows. And you'll be promoting the spring products at your February shows, but you got to have some February shows in order to do that. So let's brainstorm. Why is February a good month to have a party? Anybody have any? What's that?
Tax refunds.
Tax refunds, right. That's ding, 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 ding. Yes, absolutely. Most people get their tax refunds. You're talking to a potential host, and she says, oh my gosh, we're still paying off our Christmas debt. And I know my friends are too. You can say something along the line of, oh, I don't have any Christmas debt. I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. And then you can say, well, also that people are getting their income tax returns, and if they had their eye on that rock or that deep covered baker from before, they're going to be glad that you invited them to a party, because then they're going to be able to get that. So tax returns is number one. What other things do you think is a good reason to have a party in February?
It's Valentine's.
Exactly. It's Valentine's Day all month.
Exactly.
Exactly. So we're going to make the most out of Valentine's Day by focusing on Death by Chocolate parties. What else? One more reason to market February.
It's springtime, really, because, it's not just springtime for Pampered Chef, but it's springtime is really coming, so people will really be thinking
people are getting out of the funk of the, deep freeze, except for tomorrow. But also, my favorite product is on special. It's the Rock Rocks. Everybody has heard about them. Everybody wants one. Some people want to pay full price. Most people want to get one at least 60% off. So I really like to promote the host special for the month that I want to book. I don't shop around for the host specials. Half the time, I don't even know what the host special is for the months ahead, because you know what? I don't want someone coming up to me and saying, well, I'd really like to have a party in February, but what's the specials for March and April? I want to book 1 month first before I move on to March and April. So I am promoting the host special for the month that I want to book. So if I'm at a party And or if you have February parties coming up, what are we going to be promoting at our February parties? What do we want people to fall in love with?
The rock rock.
The rock rock, exactly. We want people to fall in love with the rock rock because everybody's going to want one. And you do not have to have the products to promote them, remember. The catalog sells. A lot of us have rock crocks. A lot of the rock crocks come, a lot of the starter kits come in the rock crocks now. I mean, a lot of the starter kits come with the rock crocks now. So even if you don't have one, you can learn how to effectively promote them and sell them. So you definitely be wanting to be promoting the rock crocks at your parties. But what if you don't have a lot of parties? Then we have to rely on other means to get our February calendar booked up the way we want to. So do all of you have a Pampered Chef Facebook group for your business? It's a group for your business.
Yes.
This is a separate little group that we set up so that we don't inundate our family and friends with Pampered Chef and have them block us because they're sick of us. So it's a good idea to set up the separate group because you want to dedicate that group just exactly to your business. So making a Facebook group is a whole other tools of the trade topic. But if you have one set up, make good use of it. You're going to want to post on your group some photos of the rock rock, then ask a question. You can ask a question of your group. You can say, who has a rock rock? Who wants one? And then you can say, if you don't have one, which one would you love to have? And get a discussion going on your Facebook group about who has one, what do they like to do with it? If you don't have one, which one would you like to have? You can have a contest on your Facebook group, which I just did. Everyone who answers or makes a comment gets their name in the drawing for a special prize. And usually my special prizes are a season's best recipe booklet because those are easy to mail. So you want to have this discussion or this kind of contest going for maybe a day and a half. And believe me, it really feeds on each other. It gets people excited. It gets people wondering if you're giving away rock rocks or why are you asking. So if you don't have a lot of pictures to post, are you all a member of the Pampered Chef Facebook group, the Facebook party group? If not, ask your director or someone you know in your team if they're a member of the Facebook party group, the Pampered Chef Facebook party group. This is where consultants from all over the country post photos. They take the PDFs that are posted on the Pampered Chef website, and they're really savvy, and they turn them into JPEGs. They also make collages. They also upload photos with, nice little writing on it because they're a lot more creative than I am. And they post them up there with the express permission of anybody who is a member can use those photos. This is where I get most of my graphics. I do not come up with them myself. So ask your director to add you to that group. So you can get pictures, videos, banners from the Pampered Chef website under training and resources and marketing online and marketing imagery. Pampered Chef posts all of the stuff up there for us to use. So hop onto one of these sites and get photos of the most delicious rock rock meals. Chocolate, soup, casseroles, bread. Have these ready because you're going to post these on your Pampered Chef Facebook group that you're dedicated to your customers. The best way to sell any product is by creating desire for the product. You guys have heard me say this a million times. So you can put, oh my gosh, these are versatile. These are easy to clean. One pot does it all. Microwave, stovetop, dishwasher safe. Make word pictures to go with your photos that you are posting in your group. This creates the desire for the product. This is where people are going to post which one they have and which one they'd like to have based on your pictures and your posting. So now you've informed everybody. What do you need to do now? You need to invite. So we inform people about the products. We inform people why they want them. Then we need to invite them. What are we going to invite them to do?
Join a event. I can't
They're going
do
to
it.
join an event?
Yes.
Well, hopefully they're already on there so that they can see all the
Okay.
things. So what are they going to, what are you
I
going to
thought you meant
do?
from the group to the, I thought you meant they were in a group.
No, that's
and
where
then
we're talking
to
about all the images that you're posting on your Kristen's Pampered
group.
Chef Facebook group for your
Right.
customers, right? Anybody have any idea that now that we've informed them about how delicious these rock rocks are, what we're going to invite them to do?
Buy one.
Be a host. Be a
Yes,
host.
exactly. I don't do it right away when I'm posting all of this stuff because I want them to get a dialogue going. I want other people to talk about the rock rocks besides me. I want people to tell me which one that they want. And then what I'm going to do, and this is what I did do, is I'm going to private message those people who have responded. And I'm going to say something like, "Hi, Sue. Oh my gosh, I saw that you would love to have that everyday rock. That's one that you don't have. What would you say if I told you that for having a few friends over for a death by chocolate party, you can get that rock for just $47.60? Is this something that you'd like to know more about?" If the answer is no, ask if they know someone who would love to take advantage of this deal. Tell them that you love referrals. And I took it a little step further. I told people that for having a Facebook party, because some of these people were far away, for having a Facebook party with me, they could get that rock crook of their choice for whatever Pampered Chef is offering it for. In this case, it was the everyday rock for $47.60. But I told them that if they had a live party with me and invited some of their friends over, then I would take $20 off that price. So all of a sudden, for a live party where I'm going to be in front of people securing additional business, they would be able to get that rock crock for $27.60. I'm kicking in the extra $20 out of pocket, but I'm going to make way more than that on a live party. So does that make sense to you? Okay, offer what the company is offering first. And if you're in a position to offer a little more for a live party, by all means do that. And I actually have secured 2 bookings this way, just from responding to people who posted about which rock they want. Does this all make sense to you guys? Save your questions, we'll kind of go over it at the end. So another way, if you are a seasoned consultant, you can run a report for everyone who has purchased a rock from you. You can give them a call. You know, we can do that from our show history on Pampered Chef. You can run a report for everybody who has purchased any rock from you. All of a sudden, you have a whole list of people who have purchased at least one rock from you. You can do a customer service call. You can say something like, "Hi, it's Michelle Weinstein from the Pampered Chef. We met at Susie's party, and I'm just calling to find out how you like your everyday rock. Have you used it? Do you need any recipes for it?" They'll be talking about that and how much they love it. I've never had anybody say to me, "Oh, no, I really didn't like it." Don't worry, everybody's going to say they love it. Then if they've raved about it for a while, you want to let them know that there are companion pieces at 60% off this month. So I might say something like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you like your everyday rock. Do you want to hear about the companion pieces that Pampered Chef is offering for 60% off this month?" Now, do you think they're going to say no, they don't want to hear about it because they've just raved all about it? They're going to say, "Yes, tell me about the 60% off companion pieces that I can get." And then you're going to say, just for having a few friends over, you can get another rock of your choice to go with the one you have at 60% off. Which one would you like? That's not a yes or no. That's a which one would you like? You see how we work this? Does that make sense to you all? So you have some ways to do it. You have your Facebook group that you're going to do it. You're going to maybe private message some people that you have for friends that you can do that. And then you're going to be making some customer care calls tomorrow, because guess what's happening?
Lots of snow.
Lots of snow is expected tomorrow, exactly. perfect day to make some customer care calls. If you are unsure what to say during your customer care calls, on the Pampered Chef website, you can just do a search for customer care call script. Print it out, and if you're a little nervous talking to people on the phone, have the words ready for you right here and start making calls. It doesn't matter whether you're a brand new consultant and you have 3 or 4 shows under your belt, or you are a seasoned consultant and you have 2,000 shows under your belt. Most of us on this call right now have past host customers that you can be calling. Because if you're home tomorrow, chances are they're going to be home as well. So, you know, as much as we hate snow, it's really good for our business because everybody's home. So you want to follow up with, first of all, with everyone who said they'd like to have a party and you just never got a date from them. Hi, Laurie's daughter. So follow up with them, because you can say, oh my goodness, I know that we never got in touch to schedule your party for January, but guess what? You're going to be so glad you waited till February, because our most impressive item, my most favorite item, is 60% off this month for having some friends over. Do you want to hear about it? Nobody's going to say no. Of course they're going to want to hear about it. They may say no after you tell them, but they're going to let you tell them. Call everybody who you know loves chocolate and offer to do it's Valentine's Day all month. Offer to do a Valentine's themed Death by Chocolate party for them and their friends. Again, snow is good for reaching out for people. So who should you call? Well, as Karen posted today, this is a numbers game. For every 10 people you call, you will get 1 or maybe 1.5 people who say yes. And not everybody will answer. Don't waste your time leaving voicemails if people don't answer. Just move on to the next person on your list. It's perfectly fine. So who can you call? You all had a launch list when you started the Pampered Chef business. Go back to that. You probably can add some more people to that launch list if it's been a couple of months since you've started your business. You want to call past hosts and customers, those who already own a Rock Crock. We already reviewed that. Excuse me, want to add to their collection. People who said they wanted a party in the new year and you never got around to calling them in January. Parties that canceled. We all have parties that have canceled for whatever reason, sicknesses, illnesses, you know, their sports team went into overtime or whatever. You definitely want to call those people, because if they were going to have a party with you once, chances are they're going to want to reschedule. And who is a host that will never cancel? Who's the guesses?
Myself.
Amanda. Amanda's never going to cancel because she raised her hand. And you're absolutely right, yourself. You can do what we call a last chance first glance party. And I would suggest that you have this party scheduled in your calendar before you make your customer care calls. And you know why? Because if someone says, no, I'm really not in an opportunity, I'm really not in a position to have some people over myself, you can say, oh, I understand that, but I really hate to, you know, have you miss out on some of these things that are going to be discontinued. I'm having a last glance, first chance party. I'm having a party at my house on February 24th. Can I add you to that guest list, and can you come and bring a couple of people that I don't know? You're going to get a free gift for each friend that you bring that I have never met. So it's a great way to kind of let you down easy if they're not interested in having a party, because of course they're going to be interested in coming to yours. Tell them there'll be raffles, there'll be prizes, there'll be fun, there'll be chocolate. So it's a win-win for everybody. The other thing that I did in February of one year, and when I wanted to do my last chance first glance party and kind of generate some interest in the spring products, but still have a show on the books for February, is I had a Valentine's Day theme, a dinner, a whole entire dinner that I had people come and partake of I had a main dish, I had a dessert that I kind of did ahead, and I had a little appetizer. And I sort of brought it to life when I invited people by saying, you know, are you interested in learning a really quick, fun, romantic dinner that you can make for you and your special Valentine that will cost you next to nothing, and you don't have to fight the crowds and spend a lot of money on going out to dinner? And they came to my house just to learn these recipes. I mean, it was quick. I sort of made a couple of them ahead of time using, obviously, Pampered Chef products. Obviously, they purchased the products to use in this sort of menu that they were going to do at home. And I think I got 1 or 2 bookings for March because I had the spring products out as well. So that's sort of like what a last chance first glance party is. Is you're focusing on the products that are being discontinued. I did it with a fun theme party at my house. And I think I raffled off the host benefits as well with that particular party. So what are we going to do tomorrow when we're stuck in the snow?
Reach out.
Reach out to people, absolutely. And I gave you a ton of ideas of who to reach out to. So you're going to make your list of people who you're going to call. You are going to download a customer care script from online, and you're going to be plugging through those and making a call, but you're going to set a date in stone for your own party so that if people are not interested in having you over with their friends for a death by chocolate party of their own, they can come to yours and bring a couple of people. And you can do it as a mystery host and raffle off the host benefits. Okay, so lots of great ideas, social media, your own Facebook group, having a poll about the Rock Crocs, who likes them, which one do you have, which one would you like, following up with those people, and then doing your customer care calls for tomorrow. So those are the ideas that I had, and 22 minutes, not bad. So we're gonna have 10 minutes for questions, so that you guys can ask me anything that we talked about, or see what you have for questions about maybe something that I didn't talk about. Anybody have any questions?
What do you give the people who bring friends?
It doesn't really matter, as long as it's wrapped up in one of those cellophane bags from the dollar store. If you don't, you know, I'm in a position where I have a lot of door prizes, so I usually just give them a quick cut paring knife or a citrus peeler or a Season's Best or something. But if you don't have a lot of sort of stock on hand for door prizes from Pampered Chef, you can go to the dollar store, seriously, and buy those pretty little cellophane bags with the little hearts on them, so everything looks very festive in there. And you can get some Dove chocolates and put 6 or 7 Dove chocolates in that little bag. Print off some recipes from the website on colored paper, some pretty little Pampered Chef recipes, stick them in the bag with the chocolates, tie them with a red ribbon, and you have a cute little giveaway for bringing a friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any questions about how to do a mystery house party? Y'all know how to do it? Okay, so what are you going to do for ideas first? I mean, you can hop right off right now and get on your Facebook group and do that poll about the pretty pictures with the Rock Crocs, and who has Rock Crocs, which one do you have, which one would you like, and get a discussion going. Carol.
Yeah, I'd like to have all of them.
You what?
So I'd like to have all of them.
You'd like to have all of them? Yeah, some people said that too. And when that someone answered me that on my Facebook group, I said, wonderful. You can start with the one that comes in your starter kit, and then with the earnings that you make with Pampered Chef, you can get more.
That's good.
Anybody else have questions? I'm sure your mind is just spinning with ideas for things that you're going to do as soon as you get off the phone or off of Zoom. Are you more inspired now to get some more shows on your February calendar?
Yes.
Okay. Remember, from your February shows come your March shows, but you don't want to skip right over February and go right to March. And get some more in for February 1st. And then from there will come your March. Okay? It's all good. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I've recorded this. I'm gonna stop it now. If you need ideas about words to say, definitely get in touch with your director. They'll get in touch with me, or they don't need to get in touch with me. They can kind of figure it out and give you some ideas for that as well.